So, yeah, welcome everybody, and we'll begin with the bell. And be mindful through our practice of self-compassion. Let's see how that feels. Keeping ourselves aware of that throughout our practice. Okay, I'm going to begin lying down. Sorry, I should have said that. That's a good way to be compassionate to ourselves, is just to lie down. Okay, so yeah, let's lie in Shavasana to begin with. Give ourselves an opportunity to ground, feel the ground. And as I always like, particularly because it's some of the last sessions before we break, giving some top tips for continuing your practice. Lie down on the ground. Get your mat on the ground, lie down on the ground, and that's all you do. That's a good thing to maybe do every day. And then normally you might start doing, all the normal kind of things. So yeah, make it easy for yourself. That's number one for habit forming, is make it easy and convenient for yourself. So just lying with your feet apart, arms away from your sides, chin lightly tucked in, so the back of the neck is nice and long on the ground. Take a moment to breathe in through your nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. How does that feel? Just release the body. And again, breathing in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. This time we'll breathe in through the nostrils, and the out breath we'll make into an Om, just to give that lovely kind of ripply, resonant vibration to the body. You can close your eyes if it feels better for you to do that. Just take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Long, loud Om. Breathe in, breathe out, and then just place the hands on the body. We're just going to even more take a moment to ground a little. What does that mean? Become more embodied, to feel our energy, to feel our feelings. And place your hands wherever you want. I naturally always take one hand to the heart and one to my belly, but sometimes it's on the hips. It depends. Sometimes it's like it can be surprising. Sometimes it can be a different place. It can be the same place. Just resting. Just let your arms and your hands rest on your body. Be really kind, as if you were doing this for somebody else that you really love and care about and want to really give love and give a good feeling to. So find those places, and it might change as well. We're going to take a few moments here, maybe closing the eyes just so you can feel into this. Yeah, it might be a chance of, might be a case of just moving the hands and finding those places. Yeah, finding those places. It's almost like, oh, that's where my hand just sits perfectly. Yeah. And then breathe into that. Breathing in through the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. So it's almost like you're breathing into the hands. And almost like feeling a sense of being held between the ground and your hands. Your body and your breath between these two things. So it's really held, not just by your hands, but by the earth beneath you. We have a sense of that, really giving yourself this moment. How does that feel to give yourself so much attention, so much love and kindness? Maybe it's not so easy. Maybe you kind of, it's so unfamiliar that it doesn't feel comfortable. But stay with it just for a few more breaths. Good. And just relax the hands. Let them just flop onto the ground for a moment. Just feeling how that feels, just to let go. And feel the body breathing. You're taking a moment. Good. Let's take the arms above the head. Let's get our body activated now. Now we've given it a bit of love. Now we can move with that same feeling. So point the toes and extend the fingers above the toes are moving away from the fingertips, the fingertips moving away from the toes. Breathe in and breathing out. Now take hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Let's do these side stretches that I really love so much. It's amazing how quickly this works. So you push your heel away on the left side, let your head roll over to rest the side of your head onto the right arm. That feels really nice, like your arm is a pillow. Breathe into the left side. And on the out breath, pushing that left heel away, pulling that left arm upwards and maybe over the head almost slightly. Just extending, but kindly and mindfully. So you're feeling what feels good. Rather than trying to push or force or stretch, it's what feels good. Yeah. Opening up those parts that kind of get a little bit stuck. Getting some movement, getting some energy happening just by breathing and expanding. One more breath in and release the left hand. Let it roll onto the floor. And let's just relax that left leg by just rocking it side to side. How does that feel? Oh yeah, very different. Take hold of the right wrist now with the left hand. Push the right heel away, breathing into the right side. And on the out breath, let the head roll over to the left, pulling on that right wrist, pushing away with the right heel. Breathing into the right side of the body. And breathing out. Expand, extend. Good. Remember to focus on a feeling, a good feeling, something that feels good, expanding, extending. And releasing on the out breath, noticing that you've evened it up a little bit now. Breathing in through the nostrils, the arms on the ground, and also breathing out through the nostrils, bringing the arms up over the head. We'll do this a couple more times just to come into alignment with our breath. So body and breath is coordinated. Breathing in, the arms come up. Again, this is a very simple little takeaway practice for mindful body, breath, awareness. So simple. But it takes a certain amount of focus to keep this movement and constantly keep trying to refine this movement so it's smoother and more even and more steady and longer by breathing out fully. We'll do one more of these. See if you can really slow it down. A slow and steady flow, the breath and the body are in a slow and steady flow. And breathing out, the arms coming forwards and landing on the ground, either side of the body. Notice how you feel. And bend the knees and hug the knees. Rocking side to side on your lower back. How does that feel? How does your energy feel? Is it waking up a little bit? Yeah. Put the hands around the front of the knees. Breathing in, take the knees away. Breathing out, pull the knees into the body. Lift the head up towards the knees. So breathing in, laying the back down. Breathing out, squeezing the body together, curling up the back as much as possible. Breathing in and out. So really mindful again to keep that movement and the breath coordinated. Breathing out fully. If you want now, you can continue with that. If you want to try something, then you can take the arms up above the head, extend the legs away as far as you feel comfortable. You can extend the legs far away, but making only if your back stays very, very firmly glued to the ground. So it requires lots of abdominal strength there. But the arms do come up above the head on the ground. And breathing out, we come back to this small ball, lifting the head up. So move the legs away as far as you feel is good for you. It doesn't have to be very far, or you can keep holding onto the knees. Expansion and contraction. So we're expanding with the inhale and contracting with the exhale. This is the way of everything. the breath, the body, nature, everything in the universe, expanding and contracting. So we're aligning ourselves with everything. And when we see ourselves as everything and the oneness, then it's even, this is easier to be compassionate when we see that actually it's all of us. And squeezing the knees in one more time. Good. Placing the hands behind the knees now. Let's have a little rock and roll on the spine. Okay, rocking back and forth. A few times. Enjoy that rocking and rolling. And then come up to seated. Either rock up to seated or just find your way, however which way feels easiest to come to seated. And we're going to get the legs wide apart. See how that feels. Sit on a cushion if that feels better for you. Toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Sitting up nice and tall. Place the hands on the knees. Breathing in, lift the chest. Shoulders down away from the ears. Back of the neck long. On the out breath, we're going to lean forward. So we're going to stir this porridge. And we're going to breathe in as we lean back. Making space for the air. And breathing out as we come forward. So we're really, if you think about it, we're really pivoting on the base of the spine. Like everything is turning on this base. All the time lifting the heart. All the time keeping that breath smooth and even. Breathing in as you lean back. Keeping the back upright, keeping the back of the neck upright. Breathing in as you lean back. Breathing out as you come forwards. Staying with your breath. Breath is going in and out through the nostrils. Stirring up that energy. Yeah, how does that feel? A lot of stuff down here in the lower back. We'll go the other direction, come to center. Breathe in. And breathe out, just release. Now breathe in, lift the chest, strong belly, breathing out, leaning forwards again, but this time to the left. Breathing in as you lean back, breathing out as you lean forwards. Keeping that chest nice and open, shoulders wide. Breathing out as you lean forwards, breathing in as you lean back. Enjoy your body, enjoy your breath. Notice what's happening. How does that feel in your back? How does that feel in your hips, the pelvis? Yeah. Breathe deeply, breathing out as you lean forward, slowly as you can. Breathing in as you lean back. And come back to center again. Okay, let's bring those knees up. Bring them together. Just hug the knees, let your face fall onto the knees. Little back round, shoulders come forwards for a change. And just enjoy the feeling of releasing the back of the neck. Just feel that. How does that feel? Does it feel a bit achy there? So give it a bit more release by incorporating your breath. So breathe in through your nostrils. Sigh out for your breath, nice and long. And just let your head fall forwards heavily. Lift up your head again. Bring the knees out to the side, palms, soles of the feet together. Close to your buttocks or groin as you can, but make sure you're not, cramping yourself up too much. Then you either hold the toes, if you can reach the toes, but keep an upright spine, or holding onto the ankles. Let's try this little butterfly movement. But first of all, lift the chest and sit tall. Take those shoulders back as if they were leaning against a wall behind you. Back of the neck is nice and long. And we're just going to do the butterfly. So just fluttering the knees up and down. Just a little bit. And breathing. Seeing how that feels. Just gently waking up the hip joints. And then just coming to a stop. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, just seeing if you can just lower those knees down. So you're pulling against either, you're counteracting that by pulling against the feet or the ankles and taking those knees down to the sides. Breathe. Keep lifting the chest away from the knees. Keep taking the knees down away from your chest. Breathe. Good. Release that. Lift the knees up. Again, let the head fall to the knees. It's round the back. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Now we're going to come onto all fours. Spread the fingers wide, feel the hands on the ground. Don't forget to soften those elbows so they're not locked. Keep the chest nice and open and the shoulders back. Let's come into these opposites. So we're going to lift the right arm, lift the left leg, extend, and breathing out, bring the hand and the knee down. Breathing in, extend the left hand and the right leg. So making a lovely long line, in line with your back. Look forwards as you breathe in, and breathing out, bring the hand down, bring the knee down. So moving in time with your breath. Also be mindful of the hand that is on the ground, that you don't end up just locking that elbow out. Keep that elbow slightly soft, so it means the arm is active. Breathing in and breathing out. And it's not just lifting the arm and the leg, it's extending. So feel that extension, fingers forwards, toe back. Breathing out, changing your point of view. As you breathe in, you're looking forwards into distance where the fingers are going, and as you breathe out, you're bringing them down to the hands. So we're changing our point of view, changing our perspective to challenge our balance a little bit. Breathing in, breathing out. It's extending, working with the spine. Also a little bit of cross-lateral movement. It's really good for the energetic system. One more each side. Good. Sit back into the heels for a moment. Extend the arms forward, bring them forward to the ground, or the back of the hands, whichever you prefer. Sit deeply into the heels. Let's just rest. Relax the back of the shoulders by breathing out through the mouth. And your body is in contact with the thighs there, or the sides, however wide your knees are. You should have some contact maybe, if you're sitting back, if you're able to sit back. So use that to help you breathe, or encourage you to breathe into your back body. So feel the backs of the ribs expand as you breathe in, and breathing out, feel them contract and release. Good. So we're going to move again into move and breathe. Coming up, leave the hands where they are. So as you come up, your hands are slightly more forwards than the tabletop. And as you breathe out, you're going to take the hips forwards. Open the chest. So take the shoulders back. Chest is lifting, heart is lifting up. Breathing in, all fours. Breathing out, sit back into the heels. Enjoy that movement. Breathing in and breathing out. Moving and breathing. It's the lovely combination of feeling that the breath is fueling the movement. And the movement is just following the breath. Breathing in. It encourages the body. It gives the body something a guidance, if you like, a guideline. So it means that, you keep moving until the end of the out breath, and the in breath is a kind of, it spurs you, it kind of sparks the movement. It makes it easier. Breathing in, lifting up. Breathing out, sinking and opening and expanding the front of the body. Breathing in, inspiring you back up. Breathing out, sit back deeply. Really send the sitting bones back, squeeze. Breathe out fully before you inhale. Breathing in and out through the nostrils, of course. It's the last one. Breathing out fully, open the chest. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. So we're going to come on to kneeling now. Going to the gate. I don't do this very often. I was looking into this and I can see that there's different foot positions. So I'll try a different one to how I normally do it. So we're up on our high knees. There's a space between the knees. Make sure you have padding underneath the knees if that feels sharp discomfort in the knee. And then we're going to lift the right knee up so the foot's on the ground. Then we're going to take it out. So you can step slowly if it feels better, hold on to some furniture, or you can do it in one move. So I'm going to do this with the foot facing forward this time. Try and make sure that the left leg is upright and you're not leaning over to the left. And take that leg as far out as that feels comfortable. If you need to soften that knee slightly, that's okay. So I've got the foot pointing forwards there. Sometimes it's with the foot outwards, but I think this is interesting here engages into that hip a bit more. So now we're going to get lots of stretch in this side. So put the right hand on this right outside of the right thigh there, reaching up for the left. I'm going to reach over the body on the out breath. Slide that right hand down the leg. So really push into the ground with that right foot and reaching upwards, so you're opening up this whole part of the body. Looking up on the inside of the arm if that feels okay for your neck. You don't have to do that if that feels too strong. And breathe. Good. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arm down. Bring that right knee back. A moment just to sit back if that feels comfortable, or whatever you need to do in between. Then we're going to come back up. So this time again, lift the left foot onto the ground and then take it out to the left. There might be a few steps, or you might have to hold on to something if you feel the need for balance. Toes pointing forwards, strong outside of the leg there. Left hand on the outside of the left leg. Breathing in, reaching up to the right, with the right hand up to the ceiling, and breathing out, reaching over the body. Slide that left hand down the leg, looking up at the ceiling on the inside of the arm, if your neck allows that, if that feels okay for you. It's just making it stops the arm coming in front of the face, because you want to be able to see the ceiling on the inside. Good. Opening up the right side of the waist, enjoying your breath. Use the inhale to come back up. Exhale, lower the arm down. Come onto the knees again and sit back into the heels once more. Extend the arms forwards. Bring the forehead to the ground. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's come into downward dog from here. Spread the fingers wide. Feel the palms of the hands on the ground. Come up on the in-breath. Breathe out. Tuck the toes under on the in-breath. Breathing out. Lift the knees off the ground. Push back. So the main part here is the spine, first of all. Don't worry too much about the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. So have the knees slightly soft. Push back with the hands. Lift the buttocks high into the air. Tummy's tucked in. And you're breathing into the chest. Take the shoulders away from the ears. Soft elbows, slightly soft elbows, and pushing into these hands. The base of the thumb and the first finger particularly. Long through the body. As if someone was pulling your hips backwards and upwards. Now we're going to just walk the dog a little bit by bringing the right heel down and then bringing the left heel down. As you bring the right heel down, bend the left knee really as much as you can to get much more of a springiness. This gets into the hips a little bit more as well. Yeah, it's enjoyable. Now just see if we can just take an extra breath here, see if we can, how much the heels can come down whilst we're still pushing back through the hands. Now walk the feet towards the hands and we have a nice release in the ragdoll. Knees are bent slightly. Let the body relax forwards, let the arms hang forwards. Hold on to the elbows if you want, or just let them hang. Let's have a little, make sure there's space between the feet there, about hips width, and then we'll have a little sway here. Either holding onto the elbows, or you can have your hands on the ground. Maybe you're just moving the weight from the right, slowly to the left. See how that feels, just have a little bit of a sway. How's that feel for the legs? How's the back feel doing that? Just releasing all the time. Take a breath in through the nostrils, come to a still point, and sigh out through the mouth. Good. Bring your attention to the base of the spine. Start to lift from that point. Start to lift, slowly unfurling the whole back. Keep the knees bent as long as you can. The last things to come up will be your shoulders, your neck, and then your head. Good. How does that feel? Good. Coming standing tall now. So let's just lift the shoulders up, breathing in and out through the mouth. Good. And breathing in again. Squeeze those right up to the ears and out through the mouth. Good. And take it one more time. Out through the mouth. Good. Let's just lift the elbows up. We're lifting the shoulders up, but we're lifting the elbows as well. We're just kind of making this gradual movement for the arms to slowly come up. Let's open up the arms, the shoulders, the chest. Easy movement. Imagine the fingertips are lifting up rather than feeling that you're having to put a lot of effort in. The breath in the body, breathing in, open up the chest. Let the knees join in a little bit. And then just let the arms hang there. Let's bring the shoulders forwards now, rolling them forward, bending the knees a little bit, breathing in and out. How does that feel? Breath and body. Are you feeling tension in the shoulders? Does that feel a bit achy? This is a movement that will release that tension. Incorporating the breath really does have a massive impact on the movement. Good. Now we're going to, we're going to come into a little bit of body energy work. So we just take the backs of the hands and just pummel the lower back a little bit. It feels good to do that, right? Yeah, brings a smile to my face. Then we'll take the knuckles and we'll just rub the lower back a little bit there. Breathe in, breathe out, release tension. Let's get the energy flowing a little bit. So let's bring the fingers to the chest. Let's get this energy flowing. Let's get that heart energy pumping and flowing. Let's wake it all up. Let's open up that sunshine in the middle of the chest. Feel that sparkling energy on the sides here, on the upper ribs, with the fingers all over that chest area. In the cheeks a little bit. Soften the jaw like it's clay or plasticine or a bit of dough. And then we'll take the hands onto the skull and take the thumbs. You can feel around that base of the skull there. Starting in the center part, the base of the skull, that edge, and the thumbs, and just draw some circles along that edge. That's going to feel good, I hope. So much tension we gather up in our head, neck and shoulders, so giving us some release, moving. This can completely transform the practice, just this little moment, you know, releasing that tension or realizing how much tension there is here in the skull. Okay, now to release and clear out all of that stuff that we've kind of stirred up, let's come into a half breath, feet hips width apart, breathing in, out through the mouth. Good, let the arms swing. Let's try that again, breathing in, out through the mouth. Releasing all that tension, breathing in, strong breath, in, big breath out. Let's do one more time. Make that a really powerful ha, get everything out. Moving all the passageways. Okay, and then take the feet a bit further apart, maybe as wide as the shoulders, or even wider than that. Feet are pointing forwards, knees are bent, just twisting the body, loosening everything up, just feeling that freedom. Moving, twisting on your axis, bending into the knees as your body faces forward, as your face faces forward. Let the arms be really heavy, swinging around the body, smacking into the lower back. Just enjoy that movement. Enjoy the movement. And make it even more pronounced by coming up onto the toe if you want to do that. Whatever feels good for you today. Just enjoying your body, enjoying the movement, enjoying the breath. Okay, let's get the legs a bit more lively. So bring the hands to the hips. And we just take the heel to the backside. Get the blood flowing, get the energy moving. Let's get everything woken up. Waking up any stuck energy. And then we bring the knees up, high. Again, quite quickly, moving. Like a lizard on hot sand. Doesn't want to have his feet on the ground. Strong belly here, open chest. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. And then out to the sides with these legs. Just getting this legs lively for some standing postures. Sides of the hips there, waking up a little bit. And then we're going to lift and open. Lift the knee high and out to the side. Also a bit of balance comes in here. Breathing in and out through the nostrils all the time to keep that steady flow of energy. To maintain our energy. One more, each side. Good. Okay, let's come to the front of the mat now. I'm going to step into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. So just find your feet, take notice of your feet, lift the toes, place them down, lift the heels, place them down. Feet hips width apart, weight onto the left, big step back, big step. Just get the feet in the right position, just have a little bit of moment there. Square the hips, breathe in, lift the arms up, lift the chest, expand the body, breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height, breathing in. Fingertip to fingertip, look down the left arm. As you breathe out, you bend into the left knee, making sure it's in alignment with your toes. If it's not, and it's impossible to get that knee back, move the toes so that they are in alignment. It's most important. Pushing back with that right heel. Good. Let's move in and out of this, just for keeping that movement and that energy. Breathing in, lifting up, straightening up. Breathing out, sinking down. Breathing in. Lifting up, keep the shoulders down, but keep the arms extended all the time. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Keep the weight even between the feet, looking down that left arm. Breathing in. And breathing out, sinking deeper into the posture. We'll do one more movement. Breathing in. So moving in time with your breath. And breathing out. Sinking into the posture for a breath or two. Keep the shoulders down, arms extended, check the back arm isn't flopping. Pushing into that back foot, strong legs, strong belly. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the right knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a moment to stand and shift the weight onto the right, step back with the left. Big step. Square the hips. To the front, long edge of the mat, breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest. Breathing out, bending into that right knee, and pushing back into that back foot, the back side of the leg is strong. Let's move and breathe. Breathing in, lifting the chest, breathing out, sinking the groin down to the ground. Breathing in. And breathing out. The knee is going in the same direction as the toes, making sure it's not collapsing inwards or not twisted. The most important thing is the knee is not twisted. So it should be going in the same direction as your toes. Breathing out, getting a little deeper each time. Breathing in, lengthen the torso, breathing out, sinking down. One more, breathing in, and breathing out. See if we can just maintain this. Put some weight into the back foot, even weight between the feet, shoulders down, arms extended, strong arms, engaged arms. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale, bend into the left knee, and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. See how that feels for a moment? Okay, so have a little bit of a moment just to breathe and move again, just to keep the energy moving. So feet hips width apart. We're going to move the arms up, lift the heels off the ground, breathing in. Hands together, turn the palms, hands coming down. Again, this is one of the number one takeaways. If you're going to start your own practice, or if you're going to keep your practice going, it's almost like what I would really advise is, it's a placeholder. So even if you think, oh, I can't do this every day, just doing this every morning, maybe even just 3 times, just for a minute, breathing out. This is going to hold that place for your yoga. Just by connecting with yourself, your body, the ground. There's so much in this little practice. Breathing in. We're really kind of, acknowledging the body, the breath, the ground, the universe. Breathing in, extending the arms up, lifting the heels high off the ground. Also, we're getting a bit of balance coming in there. And we're connecting with our breath, our body and our breath. So it's something that we have to, there's a certain amount of focus it requires. So this is a perfect little micro practice, if you like. So keep this one in mind, And even better when you do it outside, first thing in the morning, beautiful. And breathing out. Okay, another standing posture. So we start, this is a side plank stretch, so we start the same as Warrior Two. So find your feet first of all. Soften the knees. Take the weight onto the left foot. Big step back with the right. Okay. Get the position right for you. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, bending into that left knee. So we're going to come into this warrior two first. Now we're going to just drop that left forearm onto the knee, but don't let that the right shoulder collapse. Keep the body open. So then we're going to drop the right fingers to the ground, and then we're going to take them up to the left and extending. So the palms facing down, but the arm is extending, the fingers extending up to the skies in the opposite direction or directly opposite that right foot. So we're making a lovely long diagonal line, keeping that chest open. Good. Looking up at the ceiling will help to keep your chest open if you can manage that with your balance and with your neck. Good. Breathe. To come out of this, we're going to bend into that left knee, bring the arm down. Use the inhale to lift your arms up, straighten the leg, breathing out, arms come down. Bend into the right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Good. Lots of extension in the sides here today. Put the weight onto the left foot, big step back with the left. On the right foot, big step back with the left. Rights and lefts. Okay, square the hips, strong belly. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest. Breathing out, bending into that right knee, pushing back into that left heel. Good. Now we just let that right forearm rest down without leaning onto that front thigh. Opening the chest, dropping the left hand down. It's following in a lovely arc. It's just pointing to the ground and then reaching up in front of you. So it makes a lovely long line. And then you can take that arm over the body and look up at the ceiling on the inside of that. Good. Keep pushing back with that back foot. Keep extending the fingers away from the foot. Lovely extended line. Points moving away from each other in space. Breathe deeply. Good. Now to come out of this, bend into that right knee a bit more. Bring the hand down. Use the inhale to lift up. Straighten the leg. Breathing out, arms come down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Okay. Let's come into a wide leg ragdoll. So feet are parallel but fairly wide, and we're just going to soften into this the same way as we would a regular ragdoll by bending the knees, letting the chest drop, letting the chin drop to the chest, letting the hands slide down the legs and then hang forwards. Feel the weight of the head pulling you down. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils and just release down to the ground. So we get the extra release in the hips here. And breathe, breathing in through the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. Enjoy that release. Breathing in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Now we start to straighten the legs, come up on the fingertips, look forwards. See how that feels. And then we bring the hands down. Now we're going to just take a little walk over to the left. Walking the hands as far around to the left as we can. Go a little bit of a journey. And then we'll walk back around, back to the centre with the fingers or the fingertips. It could be the hands, it might be the fingertips. Walking around to the right as far as you can. Breathe, see how that feels on the legs. Come back to centre. And the hands to the centre. Now strengthen the legs, so you need to just unlock the knees if they're locked. Just have a bit of make sure the legs are strong. Get the hands to the hips. Lift the eyes to look forwards. Lift the elbows. Lift the chest. Breathe out. On the inhale, you're going to lift the back up. You can support it with your hands if you need that extra support. So coming back to standing. I'm going to come into this movement again. So interlink the fingers behind the back. Breathing in. Lift the chest. Breathing out. Coming forwards. Straight back. Straight legs, not locked knees though. And once you're forward in a forward bend, then let the arms hang over. Lovely chest opener, front of shoulder. This area can be very tight often. So we're counteracting that and also giving some weight and release to the neck once more. Good. Just relaxing the arms forwards. Then bring the hands still interlinked, take them to the center of the back, and we just draw this circle in the middle of the spine there. Drawing the circle there. Just feeling that good feeling. And then rotating in the other direction and using that to wind ourselves back up. Good. Just enjoy that on your back a little bit. A bit of kindness for yourself, yeah. Okay. Let's bring the feet together, however you want to do that. Give the legs a little shake. And then we're going to come into the balance. So, Heron balance, moving and breathing again. So, put the weight onto the left foot to begin. And we're going to lift the right knee and the hands at the same time. So lifting that right knee, lifting the arms up, palms together, and the arms come down, the palms come down, and the foot comes down, all synchronized. Shift the weight onto the right, and we breathe in, lift the left knee. This is such a good balancing practice. Coordinating the breath. And balance, I've said this before, but balance is a really key thing to work on. For many reasons. I mean, it's such a mindful thing. It really works on your mind very powerfully. I mean, this is what we're doing in yoga, working with our mind. You might be thinking, well, we're moving our body, but it's the mind. It's the mind that we're dealing with more often than not, how it processes what we're feeling. And also moving and balancing is a good practice because often we become unbalanced when we're in movement. So we want to save ourselves from that when we get used to, finding our balance in movement. So this is a brilliant practice. Lift that knee nice and high, lift the arms high. And let's do one more either side, breathing in. Hands come open, lifting up towards each other. And down, slowly, slowly. See if you can really control that. So this is very, develops a lot of poise as well. Poise in the body, poise in the mind. Good. Okay. Lift the shoulders up. Breathing in, out through the mouth. Good. And again, breathing in. Out through the mouth. One more time, breathing in. Out through the mouth. Good. Going to come into another balance. So, dancer. Let's see how we go with this one. This is why we've really worked on opening the chest because it's a very much a chest opening exercise. Put the weight onto the left foot. Get that foot spread out. Feel your ground there. And when you're ready, focus your eyes. Keep breathing in and out and take hold of the right foot in the right hand. Inside grip if you prefer, the thumb's going back. Outside grip, thumb going forwards. So make your choice. Just pointing both knees down, the right knee down. So you're really getting a nice stretch on the front of that right thigh by pushing those hips forward slightly. Breathing in, lift the arm up, lift the chest as you inhale. As you exhale, you're taking the arm forward and the body forwards. And we'll just connect the thumb and the first finger to create this mudra. Extend the other fingers out. And the key part is really kicking that right toe up to the ceiling, up to the sky. Opening the chest, letting that chest open. Good. Breathe. Enjoy. Breathe. If you need to hold on to furniture to do this posture, that's absolutely fine. Or a wall. I use the inhale to come up. Exhaling, lower the arm down. And lower the right leg down. Let's give the legs a little bit of a shake. Loosen them up. And we can bring the weight onto the right foot. Spread the toes out. Take the weight into the right foot. Take your time to balance. Bend that right knee, take hold of the foot on the inside or outside. And really think about stretching the front of that left thigh by pushing the hips forward slightly. pointing the knee down. So the knees are level. Now we breathe in, lift the arm up, right arm, extend it up to the ceiling, breathing out, taking that right arm forwards and the body's going forwards. Create that mudra, connecting the thumb and first finger, breathe. Left toe is going up to the ceiling, kicking that up, open the chest, breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Keep extending, keep expanding, keep your focus. Breathe deeply. Come up on the inhale, lower the arm on the exhale, and slowly lower that leg down. Good. Give the legs a little shake again. Let's just take a moment here to gather ourselves. Sorry about the noise. Feet, hips width apart, lift the toes up, place them down. Soften the knees. Hands together, pressing the hands evenly together. Open the chest, elbows go back. Breathe in. As you breathe out, just dropping the hands down. Fingertips go down, fingertips open. Inhaling, lift the hands up. Look up at the hands and bring them back into the heart center. So we're just doing this beautiful little gratitude and self-love. Let's bring some compassion into this. So breathing in. Good. And breathing out. So really giving ourselves this breath, this heart breath, if you like. We're just energizing the heart center, drawing in the energy, mindful, feeling, breathing in, and bring to mind anything that makes you feel good about yourself, anything that people tell you that they love about you. Just bring those things to mind, maybe even say them out loud, things that you know your qualities are, your values, and just be really grateful for yourself. See if we can manage that. Letting that really resonate in the heart center. Breathing in, breathing out. And making this the last one, letting the hands just rest at the heart center, lifting the chest towards those thumbs. Soften the knees, feel the ground with the feet, back of the neck long. Close the eyes for a moment. So we're just standing nice and tall, effortless, balanced, steady, feeling the energy of the heart. How does that feel to give yourself that attention? Good. Drop the hands down. We're going to come down to the ground. So we're going to come into a little squat first of all. So feet hips width apart again. Breathing in, lift the arms in front of you. As you breathe out, squatting down slowly. Keep breathing in and out. Let's see if we can use these legs. Slowly, slowly coming down to the ground. Make sure you catch yourself once you're there. Extend the legs out in front. Give the knees a little bounce up and down. Relax the legs a little bit. Okay. Extend the fingers towards the toes. We're going to slowly, slowly lay the body down. Breathe in and out the whole time. Use those abdominals. So it's kind of a softness that's happening whilst in this kind of, strong effort, that juxtaposition, and then relax totally. We're back to where we started. See how that feels now. Lying in Shavasana. We started lying in Shavasana. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Let's hug the knees. Give the back a nice treat. Rocking side to side on the lower back. Then placing the hands on the knees and drawing a circle. So let's see. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Breathing in, take the knees away. Breathing out, pull the knees into the body. Just enjoying that movement. Feeling that circle you're drawing on the ground, and also noticing the circle you're drawing with your knees. Let's try the other way. So we're going around. Maybe you do that without the hands. Try and see how that feels without the hands. Always, whatever feels better for you. Slightly more, I feel more impacting, not holding them, a bit more effort. Good. Hug the knees once more. Let's put the feet on the floor for a lying twist. So we're going to keep the legs together this time. So the sides of the feet are together and the legs are together. So it's kind of making one big foot, if you like. Arms out to the sides. Breathing in through the nostrils. As you breathe out, let the knees fall down to the left. And the head goes over to the right. We're just going to rest there for a moment, enjoying this twist. So keeping those legs together. Breathe. Breathing in and breathing out fully. Use the inhale to lift the head and knees to center. And breathing out, let the knees fall to the right and the head goes right over to the left. Good. Breathe in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. Feel that beautiful twist you're creating in your spine. Use the inhale to lift your knees and head to center. Slide the legs away. Let's have a full stretch one more time. Good. And then we're just going to have the knees bent in a semi-supine position, so the feet are away from the buttocks. And you can even let your knees fall together if that feels more comfortable. We're going to do this very simple little breathing and moving. We did this similar to the beginning, but this is a softer version. Hands start on the belly, so you're feeling again, sense of yourself, your center. On the inhale, the arms come up softly, elbows bent. And as you breathe out through the nostrils still, we bring the hands back. It's very soft. You're breathing in, the arms are coming up, reaching the ground, but in a very soft way. The elbows are really bent and your arms are coming forward. So it's very easy. There's only a slight real stretch here. You feel the back slightly lift off the ground. You feel a slight expansion in the chest there. Great for your breath, lungs, but soft. Breathing in. Close your eyes. Breathing in. Doing this very softly, very slowly. The greatest of ease. So there's not even any effort lifting the arms. It's like they're just being lifted by that breath. Soft, soft, soft. And coming back to the belly. That nice feeling of gentle kind of ease you bring to the body by that bit of touch. Good. And this time just let the hands rest there on your belly. The eyes closed to see how that feels. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. So I'm just going to let it all go now. You can just let your arms roll onto the sides. Unless you prefer to keep your hands on your body, you can stay exactly as you are, or you can come into Shavasana, sliding the legs away. You also have the choice of just keeping yourself in semi-supine, or of course you can always have your legs up on some furniture if that feels very restful for you. We're just coming into a very restful position for a short relaxation. So close the eyes, take your focus inwards, take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. That big sigh reminds your body just to let go everything. Feel your body is just letting go. It's just flopping down on the ground and sinking into the ground. The body is melting into the ground. like chocolate. How lovely to think of the body as chocolate melting into the ground. So enjoy that feeling of just softening, softening, softening. Whole body is softening. Breath is soft and easy now. Breath is coming in and out through the nostrils. Belly's rising and falling, chest is rising and falling. Notice how your body feels, how the ground feels beneath your body. Allow your body to sink into the ground with ease. No effort. Simply let go, loosen the grip. Just for these few seconds, these few moments, give yourself completely to relaxing. And so we come to the end of the relaxation. Start to bring yourself back into the present. Start to breathe a little deeper. Start to stretch and move your body on the ground. Start to maybe look around you. Notice the time of day, what's happening, where you are. Yeah, see how your body feels. Notice how your energy feels. How does it feel? And just stretch and move your body. Arms, legs. Maybe hug your knees. Move and breathe. Wake the body up again. Just bring your mind back out. Recognize the impact of your efforts. It's always an important thing to do. So gradually find your way to seated. Gradually finding your way to seated. Good. And when you're seated, let's just appreciate this body as it is right now. Giving it some attention, watching as well, looking at it. However it feels right now, whatever we feel about it, see if we can appreciate this body, this life. And then rub the palms together. Some heat and energy between the palms of the hands. Yeah, extra hot. And then we place that energy over the heart center. Close the eyes, take your focus inwards to this heart center of your being. And bring to mind your sankalpa, your prayer, your loving thought for yourself. What do you need today? What do you need this week? What is your sankalpa? What is your intention? So say that to yourself. Plant it like a seed, or water that germinating little seed or plant, and give it your attention, heat, energy, love. Good. Thank you, everybody.